Please don't do this.
All right, welcome everybody. We're back. It's another Real Reviews. Going to give you guys another unapologetic review. We're doing with The Crow tonight, and this is like fresh out. It just dropped, and we're here up late to give you guys a direct review. I want to welcome everybody. I got a nice collection of experts that don't mind watching gory stuff. I got JS1 in the building. What's going on, sir?
Yo.
Maite, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good.
We got it for two in a row, y'all. We got to keep this going. Maite got to keep coming through. We appreciate you. Yeah, Dad Panther, how you doing, sir? You broke the streak. You broke the streak, man. This guy was doing so good coming on and remembering his mute button. And then I complimented him too many times that we jinxed it now. All right, Dad Panther, you want to try that again? How you doing, sir?
Still trash.
Now you trolling me.
Yeah, I am. No, I am. I'm doing all right, y'all. I'm doing all right.
All right. So,
parakeet in the background?
What's that?
I thought I heard a parakeet. Somebody got a
Oh.
bird?
It's the crows. The special guest. We got the crows in the background. Counting crows.
But they got birds, and they're like, "Why are you up?" They're like, "Why are you up?"
Sleep.
I'm
Like, what
them
the-
up right now.
Honey looking at her like,
Yeah. So we'll just tell people it's a smoke alarm. You know, niggas will understand that. Anyway, so
I'm
Not
not
the
gonna lie.
smoke
That exposes a lot of people. You want to know who they are? Talk on the phone for a few minutes and just
yeah, you know,
That's all you need to
nobody
know.
ever. They never change the battery to that smoke alarm. But anyway,
I just take the battery out. But
there you go. Yeah, so we got your boy Bill Skarsgård, who's actually he's been a little bit everywhere over the last few years. He's playing the lead in this 2024 version of The Crow. So as the description goes, Soulmates Eric and Shelly are brutally murdered. Given a chance to save the love of his life, Eric must sacrifice himself and traverse the worlds of living and the dead seeking revenge. All right, so this is basically a reboot from the 1994 film with Brandon Lee. I'm not sure if everybody's aware of that, but Brandon Lee is Bruce Lee's son. Yeah, and then unfortunately he died on set filming this from a gunshot wound. He was supposed to be, props blanks, and he ended up being shot with that. And they had to finish the movie with a double, which back then that was kind of the thing that really made me go see it. I wasn't really. I mean, I was a fan of Brandon Lee, but wondering how they finished the movie, knowing he died in the middle of production. And how they were going to switch it out. And I actually thought they did a pretty good job back then. Have you guys seen this movie, The Crow, 1994, Brandon Lee?
Yes, I have.
No.
It's okay, Mate. It came out in 94, so we're a little old here. It's all right. So it's gonna be interesting to get you guys' perspective, because this is a reboot. From what I've seen in the trailer, and I will admit I didn't get to see this movie. I had every intention to, and then unfortunately last minute I couldn't. But from what I've seen from the trailer, it seems like they're definitely taking a totally different approach. So I'm gonna be interested to hear you guys' thoughts on the matter. So let's just go ahead and kick this door open with. You got something you want to say, Just?
I was gonna ask you guys. Obviously, Miss Mate didn't get it. I'm sorry, I don't mean to say name.
He does that with everybody's name. He's not good with names.
So, did you guys see the second one and the third one?
No.
Oh, from the original franchise.
Yeah, from the
No,
original
I don't
franchise.
think
Yes.
No, I'm not wasting my time with that.
That third one was insane. But anyway, all right. I just wanted to see how far you guys go down the Crow rabbit hole. That Panther tapped out
Gotcha.
after the first one. He was just like,
I think the Brandon Lee thing. I saw the second one. I didn't see the third one, actually. When you say the third one, I was like, damn.
I didn't know there was a second and third one.
the third one came out during those blockbuster years.
Oh, that's
yeah.
I probably already
No, I think I
prejudged
did
it.
Salvation, City of Angels, right?
Something
Salvation.
Like that. Something like that. Yeah, but I
So,
saw all 3 of them. So
my thing was like Blockbuster. Jesus.
yeah, right. What's
You mean
Blockbuster?
Netflix?
No, I remember
Redbox?
Oh,
Blockbuster.
you
I
remember
used to
Blockbuster?
go,
Okay,
yes.
so we're not
Streaming?
too old yet. We don't have one foot in the grave no more. We good. All right. So initial impressions, and Maite, I want to start with you. What was your initial impression when you came across the trailer or found out this movie was coming out?
Honestly, like I said, I was going in blindly. I didn't think, looking back at the trailer, I'm like, I only saw the trailer in theaters, like when you're waiting for another movie. Um, so I kind of didn't know what to expect. So I think it played better in my aspect because I didn't know, compared to the other movies. So
So
I
yeah,
liked
because
it.
you didn't have that history. You were like, okay, let's see what's up. So you was ready to
Yeah.
watch it, huh?
hmm
Yeah, I can respect that. I can respect that. Dad Panther, how about you? Initial impression?
Don't watch trailers. I was like, this movie's gonna suck because it's trying to be something it's not. It's trying to do a movie that we didn't ask to be made. And the little bit I saw before I looked away, I'm like, is that Jared Leto? Is that Joker from
No.
Suicide Squad?
Who's racist now? All right, so
No, you mother, you. That's not what we're doing. That's
Okay.
not what we're doing.
I
I'm
know,
talking
you're right,
about
my
the
bad.
tattoos
Okay,
and the
my
look.
bad.
This mother. Labor Day.
Everything's perfectly all right now. We're fine. We're all fine here now. Thank you.
It's
How
downhill
are you?
from here.
Yeah, all right. James,
Just
what
turn it
your initial
around live on
impression?
television. Just turn around. But green, back, we in the green room. Nobody said nothing. Now we like live.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Just wanted to throw this out here. Yeah,
Yes. Yeah,
was
there it
4.
is.
4.
Oh,
Oh shoot! I did not see that wicked one. That wicked
I
prayer. Never knew that existed.
only saw the first two.
Two. Yep.
Mm,
I got
mm,
City of Angels, which was horrible.
mm, 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 mm. Sorry, just wanted to make
Yeah.
it worse, for you guys.
Yeah. That's
Let's
what's
check out
up.
the comic.
I was not excited for this film. When I saw the trailer, I was like, "Ooh, this gonna be bad," and I just left it at that. And I had a bad, I just had a bad feeling just
Yeah.
watching the trailer because it just didn't seem it seemed like somebody just gave somebody a script. And the guy was like, "What is this?" And he was like, "Yo, it's The Crow. Do you remember?" Like, no. Well, just shoot it. And then
Do it
like,
anyway.
yeah, just put your spin on it. Like, you know what I mean? And it just comes off that way. It comes off like somebody was handed an IP with no, and they decided not to do any research. It was like they weren't like, let's go buy some movies, and they were just like, you know what? Let's just not even. I don't want to be contaminated. Let me give it my own fresh thing. So yeah. That was just what I felt from the trailer.
Oh,
So
gotcha,
just
gotcha.
imagine,
Well,
when I watched the movie, it was the greatest thing that ever happened. But we'll see. Keep it locked.
I mean, yeah, we're gonna find out. So, just to mix it up and give him a chance to redeem himself, Dad Pants, why don't you start with your highs and lows?
Start with my highs and lows. The low that I would say for this movie is this movie took way too long. I think they could have accomplished what not only people that wanted to see this movie or the new generation is if that movie or this movie was shorter. It just to build up the love interest, to do the things they were trying to do. You could literally walk in at the halfway point of this movie and probably walk out faring better than someone who was there at the beginning. The fact that it tried so hard to mimic the rhythm, even though this wasn't a rebrand, like they weren't rebooting this was a new iteration is what they said, and they wanted to follow the comics, not the history of the movie, but they did things that were so similar, things like breaking of the glass and the cry later mask, and there're just certain things that they constantly did that really went back to the original movie. The good thing I would say, I did enjoy the fact that they were giving nods to the other movie. I did enjoy that they were graphic. I did enjoy the different ways they were killing and music and the set design and what they were pouring into a movie that I thought they were going to half-ass all the way through the project. So I was really surprised by the chemistry that a lot of people feel that just wasn't there between the two. I felt the chemistry was there. I felt that um the cool part about it, or the interesting part about it, was that you had more of this love and this summer of love type of thing than you did in the original one. And so there's just something in there where I just think a lot of people are looking at that past movie versus this one.
Nice. Nicely done. Nicely done. Ooh, 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 ooh. So, do you feel like it actually like went more towards the comic with this one versus the previous films, Black Panther?
For the little small stuff I saw online as far as what the comics did, they were doing that even to the point that it, without spoiling anything, it opens the idea of, do they want to continue with this down the road like they've done with the past movies?
Okay, gotcha. All right, so Maite, I'm gonna move on to you next. Please just give us your highs and lows of this film.
So my highs and lows. So I feel like going into not seeing any of the past movies, I have a complete different perspective. So it's, the love interest. I do agree it was pretty slow in the beginning. I feel like the love interest part could have been cut a little bit more short. It still would have had the same effect. Um, I like the scenes, the gore, the action. I actually kind of like the soundtrack a little bit too. So I feel like it did appeal again more for trying to bring in different audiences, you know, trying to keep the franchise going maybe. But I did like it, as far as not having that backstory from anything. I don't really have anything to compare it to. So I feel like it does really change my perspective.
All right, so let me ask you then. You being somebody that's really okay with gore,
Mm-hmm.
did you feel like this one was was it a lot? Was it excessive, or was it within reason?
For what it was, I think within reason, but it is a lot for some people. So very gory, especially, the action scenes. I feel like if you don't like gore, some scenes are not going to be your cup of tea.
Mm-hmm.
But I like I like gore,
You like
so I was like, okay.
would if they would have eliminated the gore element, would this movie have had the same entertainment factor to you? Or do you think it needed it in order? Basically, what I'm asking is the gore a strong character? Did you need that in order to get this experience, or could you have enjoyed the same movie without it?
If they took out the gore but added more, I guess, more mystery, then maybe, and took it in a different direction. But just taking out the gore, then no.
Mm,
I feel
wow.
like it needed it to. I mean, it was a little slow in the beginning, so if there wasn't gore, or at least the adrenaline of it, I feel like probably it would have been a little bit lower for me, but
Mm.
it played more. So
All right, cool. JS1, please, sir, let us know how you felt about this movie, highs and lows.
I am transfixed on the question you just asked, like, as I'm really asking myself, like, does this film have the same level of value, or does gore take a, is the gore an essential part of the film? And I my first initial thing was to say, hell no, we could have done without it. But then, without giving away anything in the film, there is an element that is a part of the story that some of the gore is connected, and it makes it's just a part of the story. Could we have told it a different way and we could have eliminated the gore? In my opinion, yes. Would the movie been better? I don't know. It's a mixed bag at this point. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So let me get into my
right.
my spiel. You know what I mean? It's hard for me to judge this without thinking about a film that the first one that I was so fond of, and even the second one I actually really enjoyed. So it was hard to separate. However, I have to respect this new age for their unique approach, like the way it's shot. Not necessarily that unique. So yeah, now I think about it. Wait a minute. I just said something that was unique, and let me think about if there was one thing or two things that were unique. I can't think of anything unique. This is a very bland story that I feel like the bad guy is unique, kinda. You know what I mean? I think there have been other movies where a character of that type existed. So maybe he's not that unique. And then the crow thing, stop, Ron. He's hilarious. But the thing that I found frustrating was it was slow. In the beginning, they started in the middle of the film, or and it wasn't like it was like a weird timeline, because like they start the movie and it's at a certain point, and then I don't know if they go back in time or the story moves forward, but I just kind of get confused in where the characters are. That frustrated me until, all right, I finally got to a place where I started, okay, to where the story actually started, to the part where we actually wanted to see. So then once we got there, I'm like, all right, cool. I started enjoying the journey of the main character establishing himself and establishing the what he, what the goal is and what all that. And I was like, all right, this is cool. And the action started coming out, and I was like, yo, this is cool. But it just never got to a point where I was super enjoying it. The gore kept making me go, ugh. You know what I mean? It was just a lot of me going, oh my God. Like, all right. And I'm a person that I don't mind gore. I really don't. As long as there's no zombies or some like really demonic crazy thing going on, I'm cool with it. You can cut people's limbs off and do all types of crazy stuff. I'm cool with it. But it got a little excessive, where it was just, we're doing it because we've got the budget to do it. And yeah, man, look at, this is how it historically was. So let's try to bring it all back. And I just feel like they spent so much time trying to be gory, and we kept trying to be different. We're trying so hard to not be the original films that I think they lost themselves. The story is slow at certain points, and then once we get to the end, it does what it does. The boss fight happens, and it's a wrap. And then there are agreements made in blood that don't turn out like it's supposed to, which is kind of confusing, because that was kind of like the whole spiel thing. And then the movie ended. And like, if I was to say there was any highs, I think Skarsgård, I think that's the guy's name, the lead guy, I think he was cool. I remember seeing, I feel bad for him because he did a great job in this film, in my opinion. I mean, because he's just acting, what I mean. And then he did a great job in the other film that we saw earlier this year. What was it? Boy Kills World.
Boy Kills World.
I think he did a phenomenal job in that. And this is gonna flop, and that flopped. So like this movie's not gonna do anything. I can see some kids liking it that aren't really worried about storyline. To be honest with you, if you are like suicidal gothy kid, and you want to take your suicidal gothy girlfriend or boyfriend out, this would be a great night for y'all. Y'all can lick each other's blood and watch this stupid ass crap, and y'all will be falling in love. I mean, because I think they did a great job establishing the love story. Kinda. I mean, they were together for 3 days. I mean, hey, and I've fallen in love in 3 days when I was younger. Like, I mean, it ain't really take 3 days. It took like a day and a handy, and I was, ready to jump out the window for the chick. But I mean, these guys are, I'm sorry, I apologize. He's just a little older, so I expected them to, but no, they were in a mental institution. So, all right, whatever. So the movie was the movie. And I walked out of the theater going, this is crap.
Ooh.
And like, everybody else walked out of the theater quiet. Nobody was like, yeah, like, you know, sometimes people are talking, walking out of the movie. I think we all, there's the walk of shame. There was definitely a walk of shame coming out of the theater where everybody was just kind of like, God dang, like this is.
Man, I gotta be to work in the morning for this shit.
Facts. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I really wanted to say some nice things, and this is a beloved franchise to me, and like.
Yeah.
I felt like, and I'm judging this on its own merits, not based on. If you notice, I have not said anything about the first film.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just, you know, trying to say, bro, this has. I will say it like this: this has the potential for some dope stuff. I feel like if we had cut a bunch of scenes out, if we had tried to trim this down, if we had made the beginning less convoluted. I feel like and like got to it. I feel like there was too much cutesy wootsy trying to like get us endeared to these people that you were just gonna slice up and kill. Like, all right, then well, fuck off with that shit. Get me to the story. Like, literally, I could re-edit this and people will love it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying shoot anything additional. We just need to slice a couple things up as far as not people, but I'm saying, you know,
editing, change that pacing, right?
Thank you. Change the pacing. Also, make the beginning less convoluted. Like, give us less time. I think, and this will be the only time I mention the first film. The reason why the first film worked the way it did is because it didn't waste time, you know what I mean, establishing this big love affair so that you could rip that person away and then go on. No, it's like there was 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It was like them together. We established that they love each other. You rip them apart from each other. You know what I mean? My man gets his powers and it's on to killing spree. Like, because that's what the film is about. It's not about sitting around, you know, I'm trying not to give away the film. So anyway, that's all I'm saying. It's like, and I got what they were trying to do. They're trying to make this a great date night film. It was like, we're trying to do like a love film with some action. Yeah, we're trying to marry romance and gothy action all in the same thing. So fall in love and get your action all in one film. Crow 2024. But like, thank you. But it didn't.
That should have been the trailer.
Yeah, facts. But no, it didn't work. And that's all I'm gonna say.
All right, man. That I didn't see it, and I was regretting it. But I mean, these reviews been very eye opening here. Very eye opening here. You know,
I don't want you to see it. I don't want you because you would be like, why didn't you tell me, Jay? Yeah.
The gore was already. I was already a little concerned. I saw a little something on social media before going in, and I was like, I don't know, what am I getting into? But But anyway, so let's go ahead and rate this thing before Maite's house burns down because the smoke alarms won't stop.
It's a classic. Is it a good crazy? Is it a oh hell no? Or if you ever show me this ever again, I will you.
Hold on. I feel like I don't know if you guys wanted to say about the fire alarm so that nobody thought it was any one of us. And it was just like, hey, I know y'all heard it 3 or 4 times. I just want to let you know
who it is.
It wasn't me.
No, I was trying to be fair. You know, since we took a dig at you earlier and then JS1 managed to always do what he does and throw himself out there with the suicide golf comment, I was like, let me go ahead and throw some shade at Maite. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to spread the love all around. You know what I mean?
Nobody can be clean. Gotcha.
Fair enough.
You say I'm good at burying myself? You know,
yeah. He always finds a way.
He gonna do that every episode.
So, Maite, you need the ratings again, or are you ready to give it?
Give it to me one more time.
Oh, my pleasure. Is it a classic? Is it good watch? Is it catch on stream? Is it not doing for me? Or is it a oh hell no? Or if you ever show me this ever again, I will you. What is your rating?
For me, I feel like for some people who like the gore, action, don't mind sitting through a long, unwanted love story, you can watch it on streaming. Catch it on streaming.
I feel like it's getting more aggressive the more you talk.
Right? It's like time to go.
Right. And then, that was your first time getting the full experience of the ratings because last I didn't have the sound effects when we did Aliens. So I saw when she heard it, they came, she was like, oh, what's happening here? Okay. But yeah, that's what I'm glad you enjoyed it, Jet. That's one of JS1's best moments there. All right. So with that, Panther, what's your rating, sir?
I'm gonna say some words. I'm gonna say that it's exhilarating, it's spectacular, thrilling, action-packed. A triumphant movie. I'm gonna say this is a good watch. This is coming from the fact that I saw the 1994 version right after this. I'm going to say this. I'll get in the comments. The first movie was crap. Okay, the only reason why we love it and we talk about it, the only reason why, listen, the only reason why, no disrespect to the Brandon Lee family, when you watch that movie and the special effects that they had and the storyline in which they did, when I'm watching people who are reviewing this, who got a chance to watch this early, a lot of them have watched the first one, or they watched the series, or they followed the comic books. And so to them, they're like, this movie doesn't check these boxes. And I don't feel this. But I feel like for a whole nother generation that watches this, they're going to enjoy this. The music was on point. The fighting scenes were on point. The acting was clean. Like, what is it going to win Best Picture? No. But at the end of the day, it did what it was supposed to do. The movie literally is 4 minutes longer than the first fucking movie. And people are like, it's just too long. The classic did it better. So it's a good watch. Enjoy.
Wow. Okay. Damn. Yeah. All right. You all right. You said it's a good watch. I have to respect it. And then you trashed the original one. I have to respect that too. The way you was boosting this up though, I didn't really feel that in your review. And then I was wondering.
I want to keep that. I want to keep that. I want to sell it.
Okay, I was cause when you cashed that check from Lionsgate, I want some. That's all I was about to say.
Hey, anyway. Lionsgate, call me. Hey, we can do something. Dad approves. I know it's rough out there. I didn't see the reviews. I know there's an AR or somebody sitting there saying, "We got to make this trend. Grab this, get it, sell it."
There you go. All right, JS1, go ahead and give us your rating. Let's go ahead and finalize this thing.
I don't know if I could go on. This is inappropriate. This is unwarranted attack on my person and my childhood cannot go uncommented.
Example.
I have to defend myself and my honor. So,
coming from people's childhoods.
Yeah, right. Hold on. Let me see on my rating. Forget Panther of the Dad. All right. How about it's not doing it for me, huh? It's not. I don't care how much slathery, slick words you put on it. I don't care how much cocoa butter you put on that skin and all that masculineness you put on the screen. Nobody will stop me from not liking this film. It sucks. And I didn't say it was long. I said it dragged in the middle. I don't give a fuck if it's 2 minutes longer or it was the same exact time. It still dragged in the middle. It dragged in the beginning. It dragged ass. And then you had a 5-minute final fight. Nigga, we went through the whole movie to get to the final fight. The final fight was 3 minutes long. Come on. Fuck out of here. Let's go.
Go watch the other one.
So, Maita, do you think you're gonna go back and give the '94 film a shot to see what these gentlemen are pulling from?
Don't do it.
I have to.
Don't do it. There's a person on a skateboard who sees a car coming and still goes out there.
See how far I go.
5-minute conversation about mustard on a hot dog.
That happened as well. Great movie making, sir. Great movie making.
Now, Maita, I actually want to challenge you to watch it because I'm gonna
see it.
It's gonna be number one in the box office.
Now
here's the thing. This movie only cost $50 million. The first one in '94 cost $25 million and made $50.
How much money do you want to put on that assertion, sir?
Yeah, bro, this is not gonna be number one.
I don't know.
I don't want to put anything on. I'm not that kind of guy. But like I said, Lionsgate called me. I'm trying.
Okay, all right. Oh man,
I got a juicy $50 bill jumping out my pocket right now. If you want to put a bet on it,
if
Yeah,
it
well,
does
number
and it
one.
beats Alien and Deadpool, that would be a wild weekly recap. So
All right.
subscribe and just stay tuned.
This, let me tell you, if you're right about that, this will be a clip that I will share on my story for a month.
there you go.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But you see how Jay wouldn't even do it. Jay's like, there you go. There you go. Not me.
Yeah. So we got. I love it though. We got a nice little mixture. So I hope to everybody, and I thank you guys for not spoiling, because I know sometimes to really give that,
It's
to
hard.
really, to give you a reasoning for why a movie's not doing it for you. You know, some people want a little more. Sometimes you want to give examples, give a little more. So I think you guys did a phenomenal job of doing it without spoiling. Let us know in the comments, guys, if you're just being introduced to this franchise, what you thought about this review, what you thought about the film. Let us know, for those of you who are familiar with the comics or even the 1994 film, and then I didn't know they made 4 of them, so I got some work to do too. And let us know what you thought about all of that.
You're not gonna watch them.
I'm not gonna watch them like consecutively, but I'm gonna get to them. Okay, I'm gonna get to them. I saw the first 2. I just didn't know that. I mean, I didn't watch 3, and I damn sure didn't know there was a 4th one. Yeah, so I mean, I gotta do my diligence. So, you guys got anything you want to throw out there? Any shout outs?
Shout out to you guys.
He's gonna watch that movie as soon as it ends. He's gonna start it from the beginning.
Hey, he's like, no.
Those
I
2D
got-
fireworks.
I gotta find my DVD player and then try to hook it up to find a way to hook it up to the television. But yeah. Other than that, no, I'm cool. I'm chilling. I would love to do a discussion about it, but this movie doesn't deserve more time from us. So I'll just talk trash when the camera turns off. So like, you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
I'm not. This movie don't deserve it.
It
I
didn't
mean,
even
even though
deserve it.
Bad Panther feels like it deserves Emmys and a Grammy and all types of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a good watch.
Yeah, like I said, when you catch that Lionsgate check, you wouldn't even be on this platform without us sending you the link. So me and JS1 need a piece of that. All right.
We want in.
Yeah, we want in on that. All right, guys. Well, listen, I appreciate you, JS1, the Dad Panther. Might say 2 in a row. We got to keep this thing going. All right, this is Real Reviews, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Real Reviews, live and unapologetic.